Fingiamo un down, non castare in giro, solo che mi tocca a te cargare.
Hello, this is Jimmy T with Ion Inyo Mono. Today we're talking Bishop Union High School sports, junior varsity football, the starting point with the amazing Coach Rich Miears. Rich, welcome. Sorry, Coach.
Thank you.
So, here we are. It's almost the beginning of new school year. But
I can't believe it. We already have a new season already.
Yeah, where did 2018 go?
Like I just finished the season last year, so it goes by fast.
And you just got through with track and field.
Yeah,
right?
I just got done with track and field last week. We sent I worked with the thrower, and he ended up going to the California game. So I just finished with track and field, and then I'm on to football. Actually, I've been doing both, but I'm actually just doing one sport right now. So
gosh, you're kicking your feet up and enjoying time, right?
A little bit.
So let's talk about last year just a little bit. So the preseason games, how do you feel about those?
Oh, I thought they went well. We had a team last year that went 9-1. We had a really dynamic, fast team. We had some incredible players last year. I think we only lost one of our preseason games is Ontario Christian. Just the last 2 years they've just been absolutely dominant. So, and we came really close to them this year. So, I mean, last year we came really close to them. So.
How many did you have on the team last year?
So I had about 40 kids last year, and then this year we're looking about 26, 28 kids right now. So we're definitely there's a little bit of a drop, but I think that's just coming from youth football. They had a pretty small group of kids, and they came up, and in my 2018 we had that number. And then we just kind of went up, and then it goes down. So you just never know. But, the kids that we have right now, they're absolutely amazing. They're hardworking kids. There's a ton of talent on this team this year.
You said you lost about 5 players from last year?
Yeah, so we had about maybe 5 or 6 kids that moved up that are going to be juniors this year. And then we have 2 that were going to be sophomores. And then sometimes you get some kids that, they fall in love with wrestling or – they fall in love with baseball, and they kind of pick their path a little early. Yes. And so we've lost a few kids with that as well.
Tell me a couple of the people, some of the good players that you lost last year.
Some of the good players I lost, Devon Mitchell, Jaden McKillups, Daxon, and then a sophomore, he's going to be a solid, Cole Barlow. Who's the other one? Knox Moffitt, just really good players.
You just have a great team.
Yeah.
Physically, mentally, and on the field.
Absolutely.
Most of them have the brain for football, which is really nice. A lot of people don't have that. So you said you're coming out of summer weightlifting. Tell me how this season looks.
Well, we're having a great summer right now with lifting. I also do all the weightlifting for the program, but we're also running a speed program as well. And the kids are, they're running really good speed times. And we're getting ready to max out next week, and it's going to be nice to see where their strength is at, and we can continue to build on that. But we're going to have a tough couple of games coming up. Fernley's, no matter, even if we beat Fernley every year, you can't ever count them out. They've had some teams that we barely squeaked by them, or they're just they're a tough group of kids. And then plus not only that, but traveling all the way to Fernley is going to be tough. And then Garces, we don't really know very much about their private school, so they're going to be really good, or they're not going to be so good. And then we have facing Ridgecrest, they always have amazing athletes, and you just never know how that's going to go. And then the new this year, we're going down to Fresno to play the newer, smaller Central team, and they're a new program, but they have incredible athletes over in the Fresno area. And then I get to see all those athletes are in track and field. So you just you never know what's going to happen, but we just need to grind and do what we do, and even if we come out with a win or a loss, it's a learning experience for the kids to continue to grow. And those games help us get ready for the league, so we can always try to win the championship, and that's always our goal.
It's almost hard to learn from a win. You always learn from a loss.
When you lose, you see a lot of more of your weaknesses, and then we, as our coaching staff that's been with me for a while, we really capitalize on that. We need to make adjustments or figure out what works and what doesn't work.
Speaking of your football coaches, tell me about them.
Well, he's my second year. And he kind of jumped on full time with me. Retired coach Bill Daly, defensive backs, wide receivers coach, and then he does whatever we need him to. He works with quarterbacks, running backs. He's got a great knowledge. He was an option quarterback in high school, so he brings that knowledge to us. So we have Josh Nicholson, second year offense coordinator. Last year he did a phenomenal job as an offensive coordinator. And then we have, Coach Jackson. He's been with me since 2019. Incredible linebacker coach. My teammate when we travel to these away games. We always run two coaches on the bus. He's a great backup when I'm not here. You can't be thankful enough of what all the work he does. And then we have, who is our other coach, and I think that's it this year. there's not and then obviously I'm going to run the offense and defensive line and all we do speed work in the in season, and we do all the living, so I manage all of that stuff and all the administrative stuff. So yeah, it's a small group of coaches this year, but I think we have great coaches, and we're going to get the job done.
Now, do you get frequent rider miles for all the? There's so many away games that are so far this year. Fresno's only 70 miles away. That by bird.
Yeah, by bird. The only thing we get is we get to eat at restaurants that aren't here in the Owens Valley, and it's fun. I like the bus trips. And if you don't like the bus trips and the coaching here at Bishop's, you're not made for it. But I enjoy it. It's my quiet time, and it's fun. You get to spend time with your kids, the kids on the football team, and I enjoy it.
And this is the last year for Kern Valley in High Desert League. It
is the last year at Kern Valley, so we want to send them out with a wonderful goodbye present.
Now, there's one last important thing we'd like to talk about: the football field. It's amazing. There's actually grass on the ground.
Yeah, I'm thankful to the golf course. They came out and they rushed in and helped us out. The kids did a lot of work. They brought some machines so we could, transplant grass that was growing good to the ground. And then the kids in Palu, they did an amazing job of laying sod. And our grounds crew here is, they're doing what they can to, try to make sure that that stuff stays. But we need the football field needs to be a big priority. Because you have soccer that plays on it, football. You got to take care of that field.
And everybody else that comes out on it.
Absolutely.
And but no, big salute to Tim at the golf course.
Yeah,
and,
thank you.
Amazing. And last but not least, please come. If you haven't seen a junior varsity football team, you've actually missed something. They're fast. They're fun. You never know what's going to happen. The Broncos are really tough. So it's actually fun to watch them.
We've had some great seasons. I've been coaching a decade here, and we've had a lot of winning seasons, and it's been great. It's nice. All the work that you put in with the kids, and then the reward is them winning the game, and for them, and it's rewarding. So,
and it's something you can have with you for the rest of your life. If you don't do it, it's gone forever.
Absolutely. Football is some people get to enjoy it for a long time, and then some people it's a one and done. So, play sports and do as much as you can as long as you can.
Coach Miears, thank you very much. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Have a great season.
We will, and I'll see you guys again.
I'm sure I'll be with you.
And come out and watch the JV and the varsity, and go Broncos.
This is Jimmy T with Ion Inyo-Mono. Today we're talking Bishop Union High School sports junior varsity football with Coach Rich Miears. Be tremendous. Go Bishop Broncos.
Go Broncos.
Hello, I'm Jeff Gabriel with Sierra Forever. We have the spectacular summer programming of education and interpretation. Every Saturday and Sunday at the Panum Crater, there is a hike that goes starting at the Panum Crater Trailhead Kiosk, going all the way up to the Panum Crater. It's again every Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and it's going to cover all the geology with regard to the Eastern Sierra. Wonderful program to go on. For more information, go to sierraforever.org, click on the calendar, and you will see the information pertaining to the Panum Crater tours. Again, it's every Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., meeting at the Panum Crater Trailhead Kiosk. I'm Jeff Gabriel, Sierra Forever. Educate, inspire, explore.
Hey, this is Jimmy T with Ion Inyomono. We're talking about Bishop Union High School football, varsity football with the amazing Coach Arnie Palu. Good. Welcome. He just got here, just jumped out of the car.
Yeah, that's right.
So last year was a good year. What was your overall opinion of last year?
We always break the season into three parts. There's the pre-league, then the league, and then the postseason. And I think pre-league was an A+. I think it was really, really strong. And then league was really strong. We didn't lose the league game. And in the postseason, I think we fell short. And the first two parts of the year were great. That third part was a letdown, and we just we had injuries like maybe we've never had. We lost so many key parts that by the time we got to the semifinals, we were really banged up. So the kids did all we asked them to, and so. But just sometimes, you run into some tough luck, and we certainly did that with the injury. So we'll, we're doing all we can to remedy that, working hard in the off season now. So we're hoping that that third part of the year this year will be better.
How many seniors did you lose last year?
No, we lost a good group, lost a really good group of seniors.
They were great.
Yeah, they're great kids, great seniors. We're really going to miss them. Those guys are all doing great things now. It's always a fun time of the year to see them go off to college or the armed forces, and some of the guys are doing that. Some guys are going to work, and so trade school. It's always great to see where they're going and what they're up to. So that great group of guys is off and living their lives. So that's
living the life. There you go.
Yeah.
Now we have great guys stepping into the breach.
We sure do.
Juniors that came up, they're wow.
Yeah, it's a great group. Without you always want to temper things, early in the year, but we have one of our biggest group of seniors. We're right at about 18, 19 seniors. It's a huge group. And so anytime you have guys that have been in the program that long, a lot of these guys also are third year varsity guys. So they came up as sophomores. So I'm talking about guys like Richie Talavera, Carlos Suarez. Those guys came up as sophomores. So now they're going to be third year varsity guys as seniors, and they're just doing a great job. So we're really excited about this senior class.
Being in the program longer, it tempers your attitude so you understand what's coming. There's a base of knowledge there that you don't get anywhere else.
Yeah, we'd like to think we're teaching them a thing or two.
Yeah. I'm a senior. You can't teach me anything. Yes, we can.
There's no substitute for experience.
Yes.
There's no substitute for experience. So our guys have been there. They've been to the battles. A lot of these guys, Carlos, Richie, Emery, those guys have been to the CIF championship. They've been to the division championship. And so they felt that bitter taste of a runner-up by, a point. And then last year they felt that bitter taste of a semifinal loss. And so that's kind of the motivation, is to get over the hump, we've knocked on the door here, and now it's time to kick it down. So that's kind of the motivation where everybody's at. And Malachi, I keep forgetting about Malachi. He was on that team that almost.
What a man! I mean,
yeah, he's doing great.
Sorry, I got to talk that off camera, but he participated in the drill the other day. But Jake's a great kid all the way around. Just.
He is the prime example of what we're trying to produce at Bishop football. Some kids come in with some base knowledge of football. Some kids come in with a base knowledge of life, and Malachi came in with just a kind of an old soul when it comes to how to do life. And so, hats off to his support system, his auntie and his grandparents and everybody that's raising him up. they're doing such a great job that, the football part kind of takes care of itself because he is such a great young man and works so hard that no matter what he does, whether he's, doing a drill with you or doing a drill with us, you're going to get nothing but the best out of him. And that's what a tremendous young man.
Absolutely. Can you give us a prognostication for league play?
Oh boy. Well, I think that the game, if we got to talk about one team, we're going to talk about Kern Valley. This will be the final year that Kern Valley participates in the High Desert League. They have opted to leave our league for different pastures. And so when we talk about a game on our league schedule that we're really looking forward to, it's Kern Valley. That's going to be at Kern Valley. It's going to be at their home field. It's on Halloween. And so we want to send them out with a nice parting gift. So we want them to know that they're going to different pastures. They think it's greener pastures, but they haven't beat us in a long time. And we want to make sure that they leave our league knowing that, we've won the league 5 years in a row. And so we're going to make sure that they know that we're going to make sure they enjoy that night.
A lasting memory.
Yeah, it's too bad because it's a great rivalry.
Yep.
And it's a little more bitter too because they had vowed to continue to play us even after they leave the league, and they don't want to do that either. So it's just one of those things where we love that rivalry. The kids love that rivalry, but now it's going to go away. We could meet them in the playoffs maybe after this year, but we'll see. So that's going to be a good one. We're looking forward to that. Coach at Roseman always does a great job. They're going to have another good team. Always have some good talent. Desert's still building. Hopefully they're a little stronger this year for us. And Cal City always has talent, and they've got a great staff. So they're building in the right direction. So Cal City is going to be a tough game. Boron is always strong and always tough. So the league overall, if you look at the trajectory of the league since COVID, everybody really struggled in COVID, and everybody really took a big downturn. But I think the league is working its way back. We're going to have competitive games. It should be all competitive games this year in Lake.
Bless Desert Heart. They've just had a rough go. They have a new stadium. It's amazing. Now, for just a moment, would you talk about the coaches?
My coaches.
Your coaches.
Oh man, I would love to. We've had some good success raising young men into good future guys, and so whenever I take no credit for anything, it's just the staff, and we've got a tremendous staff, and most of them are back this year. In fact, at the varsity level, on the defensive side, Coach Beal is back again, and Coach Beal has been my defensive coordinator, our defensive coordinator since year one in 2016. So Rick is now starting his 10th year as the defensive coordinator, and he's the best. He just does a great job, puts in great work, and just sacrifices tremendously for the program. He's I can't say enough about Rick Beal. What he passes on to the boys is just amazing. So that's on the defensive side, the coordinator, and then the offensive coordinator is Mike Cooper. He's back again. Mike stepped into that role in 23, did a great job, had it last year in 24, and now in 25. He just continues to get better and better. So Mike and Rick are the two big coordinators. Jacob Angelos is back as a special teams coordinator. Jake's been with us, I think this is his 8th year. He's just been doing a great job as well. He's always so enthusiastic, and his passion for special teams and wide receivers is unmatched. Defensive helpers, and we have the Chief Durr. He does a great job with linebackers. D-line, we have Coach Connolly and Coach Lawson, and they do a wonderful job. Coach Olson is back as the defensive back coach at the varsity side as well. So we've got everybody back. On the offensive side, along with Coach Cooper, myself, we have Coach Burkvatz coaching tight ends, and Coach Paco, Steven, a former player.
Yes.
He's on staff now full-time as a running backs coach. So it's great to have those guys back. And then we had Clay Omohandro, former player, helping this summer a lot with quarterbacks. And he is, when he decides to be a coach, he's going to be a great one. In fact, he'll have my job if he wants it. He's just fantastic. He came out this summer and did a great job. So that's the varsity guys, and couldn't be happier with that staff.
Absolutely. And Ted Lasso season 4 is shooting even as we speak. Coach, it's a pleasure always. You have any last words besides go Bishop Broncos?
Go Broncos. I want to give a big thank you to Tim Haynes. He's the grass man. He's the heads man out at the Bishop Country Club. And if you know anything about golf, which I used to before I coached football, the Bishop Country Club is as far as public golf courses go, it's amazing. The greens, and it's I mean, it's world class. Honestly, it is. And so we had a chance to bring him on and have him help us with the football field. So this summer, folks driving by the football field might have seen, the mounds of sod. So what Tim, directed us to do, and we had the boys working and everybody helping out. Is a big shout out to Chris at the school and Jerry. They did a great job. We basically took out about 4,000 square feet of sod out of the middle where it was a little rough, and that field doesn't get any rest. There's no rest for that field. It goes from football to soccer. Boys and girls practice on it, then they play on it. Then we go into spring football, and discus is on there, and so that field just gets ravaged. So it was a long time coming, but Tim did a great job squaring us away, giving us direction. Took off about 4,000 square feet of sod, and then harvested sod from behind the end zone. So if you see that's been harvested, and with the boys, we spent in practice laying that sod. If you've ever laid sod, it's a great time. If you're into, not having fun. But the boys did a great job. They laid that sod, and now it's going to be great. So the playing surface should be the best maybe it's been in a long, long time. So we're resting it now, watering it, making sure it's looking good. So big thanks to Tim at Bishop Country Club. He's just, what a gem. To have someone that does such a great job come and help us, it was just a tremendous act.
Outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
It is not how fast you mow.
It's how well you mow fast.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so big thanks to him. Thanks to the school staff. Field's going to look great, and coming out and support the Broncos. We're on the road a lot, but we do have our scrimmage at home, which is great. Our scrimmage is home against Mammoth, and then on the 22nd of August, we go to Fernley. Then we go to Mission Prep. So that's going to be a long drive. And then we go to Garces in Bakersfield. And then we have a home game against Burroughs, and then we go to Central and Fresno before our bye week. So here it goes.
Frequent flyer miles, right? Frequent rider miles.
Yeah, we're going to put on some miles, Brady. But
Coach, thanks heaps. Big salute to the golf course for letting us use Tim. And this is Jimmy T with Eye on Inyo Mono. Sports, Bishop Union High School football.
Hello, I'm Jeff Gabriel with Sierra Forever. We have a spectacular summer of education and interpretation programming planned for you. On the second and fourth Friday of every month, we have Wildflower Tour. That is looking at all the wonderful wildflowers that we have in the Eastern Sierra. So if you love wildflowers, you're going to love this hike, interpretive hike in particular. We want you to meet at the Mosquito Flat Trailhead Kiosk, and it's going to be starting at 8 o'clock a.m. It's going to go from 8 to 11 o'clock a.m. And again, it's the second Friday and the fourth Friday of the month, going all the way to the end of September. For more information about this wildflower interpretive hike, go to sierraforever.org, click on calendar, and you will see it located on the second and fourth Friday of the month. Again, I'm Jeff Gabriel with Sierra Forever. Educate, inspire,
Hi there, I'm Pastor Tim Homan from the Pastors Roundtable and Bishop Grace Lutheran, as well as Mammoth Lakes Lutheran, with a short devotional message for you called God is a Miracle Worker. As I teach classes, I often ask my kids to name as many miracles that Jesus performed as they could, or to list how many people Jesus raised from the dead. You can make your own list for that. Only 37 of the innumerable miracles of Jesus are recorded in the Bible. If you remember 3 resurrections, you're correct. Jairus' daughter, the young man at Nain, as well as his friend Lazarus. Often Jesus would enter a town and people would bring to him people who were sick and possessed by demons, and he would heal them. John 21 says, "Now there are also many other things that Jesus did. Were every one of them to be written, I suppose that the world itself could not contain the books that could have written." Jesus accomplished all this in just 3 years of earthly ministries. How does God perform miracles in your life? Are you aware of the daily bread that you're given each and every day, the blessings that he gives you? I am Pastor Tim Homan, reminding you of the blessings of God and a miracle worker that He is. Join us on the Pastors Roundtable or Bishop Grace Lutheran and Mammoth Lakes Lutheran.
Hello, I'm Jeff Gabriel with Sierra Forever, and we're calling for papers for the 10th annual Eastern Sierra History Conference. It's going to be October 31st, November 2nd, 2025 at the Saracosa Community College here in Bishop, California. Calling for papers for those who may want to be presenters at the History Conference. It's Friday and Saturday where people make presentations. If you're interested in being a presenter and talking about the wonderful history here in the Eastern Sierra and the Sierra Nevada, you'll need to do a 250 abstract paper and submit it to Michelle at sierraforever.org. And we will then consider that for the 10th annual Eastern Sierra History Conference, October 31st, November 2nd, 2025. Again, I'm Jeff Gabriel with Sierra Forever. Educate, inspire, explore.
Hello, this is Fred Rowe from Sierra Bright Dot Fly Fishing Guide Service, bringing you this week's QRF. That's right, Quick Report Fish. So we're going to rip through everything for July 25th to the 31st. Upper Owens River, fish it early, fish it late, middle of the day, tough, especially when the wind's blowing. What are we fishing up there? Well, we're fishing our standards up there. We're fishing size 18 blue wing olives, size 18 olive quilligons. Might look for a few hopper activity, but I haven't seen it yet. Okay, Hot Creek, what are we doing there? Early morning, 7:30, 8:30, somewhere start around there. Look for tricos. First the female tricos, then look for the males, then we switch to caddis, then we're gonna look for blue wing olives and pill morning duns. Okay, where do we go next? Let's go to Crawley. Find the right spot to fish. How do you find it? Find all the other boats. Anchor up with everybody. Get 15 to 25 feet of water. Fish tiger midges, zebra midges, and blood midges in size 18s. Okay, where do we go next? Lower Owens. Don't worry about it. It's blown out. So where do we finish up with? Oh, let's finish up with what? Bishop Creek Canal. Again, fish it early, late, middle of the day. It's too hot. Use nips in there in the morning. Okay, last spot. Where do I want to go? Weir Pond, Bishop Creek. What are we doing there? Drying a dropper. Use a size 16 Adams parachute. Use a size 16 Peter Flashback Golden Parachute. This has been Fred Rowe with you. QRF for July 25th to the 31st.
She was good, but it wasn't look the flake good. You'll pay the bill? I'm Jason Brown.
I'm Jimmy T.
Ethan Jacobson.
And we just got done watching the new movie Fantastic Four. Drum roll, please. Jimmy, did you like the movie?
I love the movie.
Yes. E, did you like the movie?
Yes, very much.
I absolutely love the movie. Would it finally be the Fantastic and the Fantastic Four?
Yes, absolutely.
That's a complex question, for me at least.
I would say yes.
Absolutely, though, in terms of simple things, yes.
Okay. Would you watch it again?
Absolutely.
Yes.
E?
Yes.
Yeah, I would definitely watch it again. In today's day and age, would you buy it?
I would actually consider buying it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah,
For sure.
I actually would consider buying this one too, because it actually was finally a Fantastic Four movie.
This isn't actually going up for people to see, right?